In this section, we are going to talk about what is an NFT or non-fungible token. Whenever you will hear about Metaverse, Web 3.0, FinTech, and also about blockchain, you will hear this term quite often about NFT. And then you will also hear news that many celebrities, many actresses, even normal people are investing in NFTs. When I say normal, means commoners like me and you and everyone else. So they are also investing in NFT. So non-fungible token is a medium of exchange or is a currency, you can say, in Metaverse and Web 3.0. So let us find out what is an NFT first, and then we will talk about how NFT will play a role in a Metaverse to start with, and then in Web 3.0. So let's get started with the definition of NFT. NFT, as I said, is a non-fungible token or a unique identity token. So before we talk about non-fungible token, let us first understand what is fungible. Fungible means anything which can be exchanged or replaced with exactly the same thing. For example, let's say you have 10 US dollar bill. What you can do is that you give me that 10 USD bill and I will give you another 10 USD bill with different serial number. Now, with this 10 USD bill that I have and the 10 USD bill that I have given you, you can exactly buy the same thing at the same point in time. So which means that USD $10 bill is a fungible, I would say, item, which means that doesn't matter whether it is soiled or a new, or it has to be legal tender, of course. And then you can use 10 USD, any 10 USD with the same replaceability, which means that 10 USD anywhere doesn't make any difference. It will be exactly the same, and hence it is called fungible. Now let us find out what is a non-fungible token. So non-fungible token is a non-interchangeable unit of data stored on a blockchain. And OpenSea, you can go to OpenSea website, and it is one of the NFT marketplace. Now if you have a question that what is blockchain, so as we discussed that this course you can only take if we have a very little understanding of blockchain. For example, if you're absolutely not aware of blockchain, then this course might not make a lot of sense to you. But for now, I can tell you that blockchain is a type of a distributed ledger technologies where information is not stored in one node or at one system like in a centralized system. It is stored in different nodes in a decentralized manner. So if you want to know more about blockchain, I would suggest you that you go ahead, do a Google, and we are also creating another course on blockchain for business. So we are not going in detail about blockchain, but I hope that definition will be able to give you some insight on what is blockchain. So let us find out why do we say that it is non-fungible token in some of the examples. For example, let's say I create a painting, right? I paint a picture of an ape or of something else, right? Of a laptop. So which means that the laptop picture that you will draw and the laptop picture which I will draw may command different price, right? Because you may be a good painter, even for the same laptop painting, you might be able to charge 20,000 US dollar. And with my laptop painting, nobody will give me even 20 US dollar. So which means that these are unique things, right? Your painting will be unique, my painting will be unique. And hence it is called non-fungible, which means, for example, let's say you have created the laptop painting and I have also created laptop painting. Even if we exchange our laptop painting, the value of that laptop painting will be different, right? Because you have charged it for something else, I will charge it for something else. Even though there is a difference between this, right? Hence, what happens, for example, let's say now you want to sell your laptop painting at certain marketplace, and I also want to sell that painting at the same marketplace. Now, how would a website or how would a system track that this painting belongs to you and this painting belongs to me? So they assign a token. Token is a unique identity, which means on a blockchain, which means that token which has been issued to me cannot be given to anyone else in the entire blockchain setup. So your token for your painting is different, even though it is a laptop. And for my painting, my token will be different. So you will have a NFT, which means that whenever someone wants to buy that painting from you, they have to pay certain money. And whenever they want to buy my painting, they have to pay me certain money, right? And even though we exchange the paintings, the value will not change and it will not be exactly the same. And hence, non-fungible means that whenever you are replacing or exchanging two different things, it will not have exactly the same value. And hence, it is called non-fungible token, or in the simpler terms, tokens which cannot be exchanged for exactly the same value, or it will not have the same value. For example, if we agree that, okay, you also give me a $20 and I also give you $20, that is a different thing. But your token will be entirely unique. My token will be entirely unique. You sell at a different price. I will be assessed at a different price. So that is the purpose, or that's the definition of non-fungible token. And as I've told you, OpenSea, if you go to, or if you Google OpenSea, you will find that is a marketplace for NFT. We'll talk about those things in the later chapter. What is OpenSea? How can you buy NFT tokens? We'll talk about in the chapters to come. So as I told you about the blockchain, I have already given you the information. So let us go to the next point, which is NFTs transform digital works of art and other collectible into one of a kind verifiable asset that are easy to trade on the blockchain. So let us take the same example. You have a laptop picture. I also created a laptop picture. Now what is happening is that we have a token. As I told you, that your token is just a random number, right? So uh, it's a random number which uniquely identifies your creation, and it will uniquely identify my creation in the entire blockchain network. So what happens is that, and which is verifiable, which means that, for example, if anyone put in that token into that website, they will be able to see, okay, this token has been created by this person, and this creation is by this person as per this token, right? So that token cannot be given by to someone else. Even if you create another art or another picture, it will have a different token ID. It will not be the same, right? So each and every unique thing onto the blockchain will have a unique NFT or a token ID. So again, it is a digital work of arts and other collectibles, which means whatever you create digitally can be put in there as a unique. So if you go in there, you will find that people are selling the pictures of ape. Celebrities are selling their own pictures, their own creation. So you can create anything. You can go there, sell. If anyone finds value in your creation, they will buy. And trust me, while we are creating this course, NFT market is very hot. People are selling a lot of things and making a lot of money. There are some news where the person was not able to survive on money for next 3 to 4 months, but he could sell some NFTs, some art online on different websites, and he was now a millionaire, right? So those kind of examples are also there. So NFTs are token that we can use to represent ownership of unique item, right? And they let us tokenize things like art, collectible, even real estate. So any kind of a thing that you can represent digitally can be put onto the blockchain network and can be sold. For example, in real estate, if you have bought a house, if you put in that the house paper or the unique identity, like we have a registration ID of each house, right? So if you can put that onto a blockchain, you will have a unique token, and anybody who puts in that token will be able to verify this house belongs to you, right? So that is a digital, I would say, token or a unique identity. Something like if you have a national identification number, right, in a particular country, nobody else will get the same national identification number or social security number. The creator of an NFT gets to decide the scarcity of their asset, which means, for example, let's say I'm sticking to the same example of laptop picture, right? So I say that my laptop picture is very unique. My picture is unique and is one of its kind. It will sell in millions and billions. So I think that, okay, let me kind of put this for, say, 2 bitcoins, right? Let's say I put in at that if you pay me 2 bitcoins, then only I will sell you will be able to buy this product. So just like an e-commerce website where you put in your product, you put in a price, and then I also say that I will only sell this to 5 people in the entire lifetime, which means that I say that the moment 5 paintings are sold, Sixth will not be sold. Nobody will be able to buy beyond 5 paintings or a copy of 5 paintings. So now what happens that people, if there is a value in the painting, people will buy that. If they don't find a value in the painting, it will remain at 1 or at 0 forever, right? But for example, let's say it's a unique painting and now people start buying it, right? And after the fifth one has bought that painting, the sixth person, whenever they want to buy that, they will not be able to do that, right? Says that it is sold out. Now what happens? Now these people who have bought these 5 pictures of my painting of a laptop, now they can resell that to the website and they can make n number of copies, whatever they want. Now what happens in NFT is that I will be paid certain money every time. For example, let's say I have sold my painting for $20. Now the reseller wants to sell that painting for $50, right? So what happens? The moment they sell it at $50, I get certain royalty. And the person who is buying it from the person who is selling it at $50 will be able to understand that the reseller, the person who is selling me this painting is a reseller, not the actual creator. With this NFT and blockchain network, they will be able to identify who is the original creator. And that is the biggest benefit of blockchain and NFT. It gives credit to the original creator. Piracy of the things goes down. There are critiques of it. There's a different side of it as well, where people say it is very easy. People can fake around. People can create a copy. But let us stick to the basics and let us trust that this works for this course and for the understanding. So with this NFT, what you can do is that you can just put in your token, people buy that, you create a scarcity that I will not sell more than 5 prints of it. And then the person, these 5 people can actually make any number of copy of this painting, could be anything. Even if they want, they can also say limit it to 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, whatever they want, right? So and whenever they sell this, I get certain commission. And even though they are a reseller, they cannot claim that they have created it, right? Because that is a security and that is the best part of it. The moment someone wants to know who is the original creator, they will be able to go to the original creator, and a part of that money also comes as a royalty. If I want, obviously I have to enable it. I also have to find it that yes, I want a royalty or not. I can set it up and I will get that royalty for n number of years till the time the NFT or this painting gets sold. So remember, you can create an image of a laptop, you can sell, and you can become billionaire or millionaire only if that has a value. So hence many people say that blockchain is also a network of value, exchange of value. So anything which has a value and can be represented digitally can be put as an NFT on the blockchain. So another example of scarcity could be that just as an organizer of an event, you can choose how many tickets you want to sell. The same way as I wanted to sell 5 copies of my painting, similarly you can define the scarcity, something like an event. For example, if the seats are full, you can't sell more than the seats, right? But there is a restriction which is by design. Here I am putting a restriction by choice. So that can be done. The creator on an NFT can decide how many replicas exist, which means as a creator, I have a complete kind of a control that how many replications I can have. I can change it as well. Later on I say, okay, not 5, I want to put it 20. If I can put 20, I can put 20,000. So NFT creators can also create shares for their NFT. For example, and let's first understand this point and then I will explain you with an example. This gives investors and fans the opportunity to own a part of an NFT without having to buy the whole thing. Imagine fractional ownership of a house. What does it mean? For example, I will again take the example of the same laptop picture. Now I believe that my laptop painting is amazing and I have a fan, right, who wants to buy that painting. Now I say, okay, let me do one thing. I will not sell it at $20 because I believe that this painting has a lot of value and I have a fan who want to buy that. So what I'm going to do is that, let's say I put in, okay, you need to pay, say, 30,000 USD for this painting. Now, for example, you are a fan, right? You are my fan, let's assume. Thank you so much for that. So let's assume that you're my fan and you say, okay, what I do is that I cannot pay 30,000 USD for this painting. What I do is that I can just pay, say, 100 USD. So what you can do is that you can own the fractional part of that 30,000 as an ownership, right? Similarly, someone will pay 1,000, someone will pay 2,000, someone will pay 10,000, someone will pay 20,000, right? Which means everybody is owning up that or is purchasing that the fractional ownership of that painting. Which means, for example, if someone has paid only $1,000, what they can do is that they can sell the painting, right? Sell the laptop painting up to 1,000 USD at any platform, right? So they are the owner of only that percentage, right? And they can sell it, which means if someone has 20,000, they have a larger part of that painting, so they will be able to sell that, right? So you have a fractional ownership of that painting as well. Now, for example, let's say, and now remember, let's say for a house. So definitely you're not buying that house to live. So what you do is that there is a house that you want to purchase. It's costly, but you know that the rental value of that property will be great. But since you don't have that much money, you can't buy that the entire house. So what you say is that, okay, I have say 10,000 USD to pay right now. So what you do is that out of the entire value of that house, you pay 10,000 and you take the fractional ownership of that house. If it's a beautiful property, you purchase certain percentage of it, you sell that certain percentage, you resell that and you earn money, right? So you have a fractional ownership, you have a token defined for that, you have a unique identity onto that network. So no one can own that ownership of that real estate, whatever you have, right? So unless you sell it, nobody will be able to completely own it. For example, let's say a hypothetical example, someone says, okay, now I want to buy this house physically and I want to own this. Now what happens, that person has to actually take or has to purchase all the tokens or from all the owners or the fractional ownership or even the complete owners, and then they have to pay them money to buy that ownership. And the moment they have it, they can completely own that property and can live in there. However, people are investing in virtual land and virtual properties as well, which exist in Metaverse. We have a dedicated chapter on that, and I will talk about in detail that how can you invest in a virtual property using NFTs, right? So I will talk about that in detail. But for this, I hope that you could understand that NFT actually helps you to have a fractional ownership. At a very high level, most NFTs are part of Ethereum blockchain. Ethereum, you know, it's a cryptocurrency just like Bitcoin, Dogecoin, and all those kind of coins. But Ethereum is also beyond, I would say, a cryptocurrency. There could be smart contracts that runs on it, and NFTs can also be created on Ethereum, right? So again, in that blockchain course, we'll talk about how Ethereum works, what is smart contract, what is Bitcoin and all. But for now, if you are aware about those things, that is our basic assumption. Then please understand that Ethereum is the mostly used, I would say, platform to create NFTs or the tokens and also the smart contracts. So at a high level, please understand that Ethereum is a platform which has a currency as well, cryptocurrency as well as Ether, and then it can also have tokens. So it has that capability, and most of the NFTs which you can buy is on Ethereum platform. So that's all about this NFTs. I'm sure that after these many examples and these definition, now you exactly know what is NFT, because I'm sure that you might have heard these terms multiple times whenever someone is talking about metaverse, or you might find that many of the celebrities are investing in NFT. So now you exactly know what is NFT. And I'm sure, just remember that example of my painting of a laptop, which I am selling at millions and billions of dollars. Sometime maybe I will share the link with you. But for that, thank you so much. See you in the next chapter. Till the time, take care. Thank you. In this section, we are going to talk about the relationship between NFTs and art. In last chapter, we understood what is NFT and how an art or design, or you remember my painting of the laptop, how it can be put on the NFT. So let us find out a bit more detail on that. So let us first find out, is it worth it? Let's explore. We will talk in detail about later as well, but this is just an overview. So a digital art is something that NFT gives the ownership of, right? So as I told you, digital art is something which can be uniquely represented, which has a token, unique identity, which can be sold at certain value, and that is can be put onto the different platform. Here I have talked about OpenSea.io. This is not an endorsement. This is just one of the platform which I wanted to put in here so that you understand that there's a website which exists where you can sell and buy NFTs and different art as well. So this is just, take this name as just as a reference, not as a recommendation. This is just uh, for the study purposes or for the learning purposes. Okay. So now what is happening is that NFT has become a new way to generate income, right? And second, it is preferably, or I would say, better in terms of a physical sale of a art. For example, if you have created certain music or you have created a painting, someone can just duplicate it, copy paste it, and sell it under your name without you being informed that I'm selling it, right? But in NFT, in blockchain network, what happens is that if you're selling it through that network, there are higher chances that your product will not get duplicated, right? So that is a promise which NFT network and blockchain provides. So hence it is becoming a new way to generate income. You can have your own digital art sold at millions and billions, but it needs to have value. And again, it is being used for purchasing and renting of the art and royalties, right? You remember I talked about that painting, that you can sell it for a certain amount and there could be a fractional ownership of that painting as well, and the royalties, right? Where I talked about that whenever my painting will get sold, I can fix up a royalty that every time anybody sells it, I will get X% of that sale throughout my lifetime, right? So I can set it up, and that is called royalty. NFTs, and hence the value of art, depends on the underlying cryptocurrency value, currently Ethereum's. So as we discussed that most of the NFTs are being built on the Ethereum platform. So NFT and the value of the art also depends on the cryptocurrency value. As I told you that Ethereum also has a cryptocurrency and it can also be used for NFT, which means, let's say currently, let's say that or Ethereum cryptocurrency's value is say $2, right? So let's say if I fix up my painting, I will say cost at 20 USD, right? And I say that I will charge say 5 Ether or 5 Ethereum cryptocurrency, and if you pay me that 5 Ethereum, then I will give you that painting. Now, since the price of Ethereum can go up and down, right? Which means that if, let's say, one Ether is of $2, which means that I am selling my painting at 5 into 2, which means $10. But what happens, let's say, at a later point in time, the value of Ether goes up, right? So let's say it becomes 4 USD. Now I am charging, let's say, 5 Ethereum. So now the value of my painting has become $20. Let's assume that the value of Ethereum goes down to $1. Now the product, my painting, which I was selling at 10 USD, automatically gets devalued to 5 USD, right? Because the value of the currency is going up and down, and I have put in my, I would say, product at certain, marked at certain Ethereum cryptocurrency. In many of the platforms, you'll find that now people are also accepting fiat currency, which means they can have an option that either you can buy this painting at 20 US dollar or at 5 Ethereum, right? So you can have both mentioned there. So if someone is saying that, okay, instead of paying this, I can have 5 Ethereum and I think it's a better deal. Someone says, okay, let's pay in USD, and they can do that as well. So that is how different models are evolving based on the market dynamics, right? Because nobody want to sell a $20, I would say, painting at $5, right? So because cryptocurrency is certainly not stable right now, it can go up, it can go down, it is highly volatile. So hence these are different business models people are using in the NFT market. And again, NFT helps you to have a global art outreach of your art. It no longer needs a physical space or exhibitions. For the painting that I have created, I thought that, okay, let me put this painting into an exhibition where people will come, will value it higher, and will purchase this painting. Now what happens, I have to find a local space, I have to take that painting along with me, who could be a chance that it will get spoiled or something of that sort, right? I have to again get it back. But with this NFT system, if I put that onto say OpenSea.io, what happens is that I can sell that globally. Anyone from anywhere can buy that art, right? So that is the value of this entire ecosystem. It has a global outreach, so anybody who logs into this can purchase that. And I will talk about how you can actually purchase an NFT and a painting onto this website. So I will talk about the step-by-step process. I'm not suggesting how to do it. I will just teach you how you can do it. Whether you want to buy or not is completely your decision. It's not an advice, just a course. So again, it has an impact on the environment as well. People say the electricity is consumed to mint a token. So I will also give you the link which is below. You can just click on that link, go to that link, and you will find the calculation, which means that how much, I would say, electricity gets consumed just to mint a token. Hence, it has had an impact on environment. Hence, the value of that token is very high. It is not economical to participate into this, and hence the value of this currencies go up and down depending on the news, depending on the cost of minting a token. So hence these are certain aspects of it as well, which has an environment and also a political and also financial impact onto it. So you can also go to this website called OpenSea.io and explore that how this looks like, how can you buy NFTs, what are different kind of NFTs being sold, and who all are selling it. So I hope that you know what is NFT, how it is related to art, and what is an importance, and also what is the business model people are using to sell their art and collectibles through NFTs. So that's all in this chapter. See you in the next chapter. Till the time, take care and see you there. Thank you. Welcome back. In this section, we are going to talk about celebrities who have invested in NFTs. This is a list of some of the celebrities we could find out from some of the sources. These are few celebrities who have invested in NFTs while we are making this course. I'm sure that this number is going to increase unless some country declares that it is illegal and you can't do that. But I see that a remote possibility. It is actually increasing. People are purchasing NFTs, arts and collectibles, and even celebrities buying that, which has a very high influence onto the commoners like me, you, and everybody else who is around us, which means it is going to go up very soon. So let us find out some of the celebrities who have invested into NFTs. So first, Paris Hilton has created or a painting of her cat and has sold it at high price, whooping high price. I would suggest you can do a Google and you can find out the exact price, how much she has sold it for. Then musician Grimes have also sold the NFT, which is kind of showing up into the image. Then the musician Snoop Dogg, and then Eminem, and from India, Mr. Amitabh Bachchan, Mr. Rajnikant, and then Shawn Mendes. These are some of the celebrities who have invested in NFT, and not only invested, have earned a whooping amount of money by selling their NFTs. So it is a huge, I would say, opportunity. People are investing into it, and not only commoners, even big celebrities are investing it. The list is very long. We have just captured a few of them here. But if you go to this list, the link below, you will find that there are multiple celebrities who have invested, and there are many who are investing into NFTs because they are speculating that the price will go very high. So these are some of the celebrities who have invested in NFT. So I'm sure that this video is just to give you a glimpse of that it is not only profitable but also glamorous to invest in NFTs, and hence these people are invested. I have not invested in NFT. I would not request you to do that. Use your financial judgment because it is too risky. The price can go up, down, everything. So we'll talk about that in the later part of this course as well. But thank you so much. See you in the next chapter. Till the time, take care and see you there. Thank you. I'm sure that now you have understood about NFTs, what is non-fungible tokens. Let us find out how it is related to Metaverse. We will gradually get into Metaverse as well. What is Metaverse? What is Web 3.0? But let us find out what is the relationship of NFTs with Metaverse. So for Metaverse, NFT is called the fiber and the texture, which means it will be considered as the base of Metaverse. So just let us find out some of the definitions. So when it comes to the Metaverse and NFTs, four tokens embrace the trends toward the next step of technologies. which means that if you're talking about Metaverse and non-fungible tokens, there are 4 tokens. There are multiple other tokens as well, but we have just mentioned that 4 tokens are hot in if you want to buy the token into Metaverse, and these are Decentraland, Axie, Infinity, and Engine, and the Sandbox. So these are some of the tokens, right? So these are some of the tokens which help you to buy NFTs and then trade for certain values. For example, if you want to purchase a land into, I would say, Metaverse, you can go to Decentraland website, you can purchase a token, or you can use Axie Infinity. You can do that. You can also play games, you can buy assets, you can buy an avatar, you can buy a virtual dress using these tokens. So these are primarily or mostly used tokens. However, there are many others as well, and I'm sure by the time you are doing this course, this number might increase. And then I would again suggest you use your financial judgment before investing. It is risky for now, so I will also talk about that. You only invest that much money into this metaverse which you are ready to lose. That is one of the statement made by one of the pioneers into this I would say metaverse. So I'll talk about that, but that is a declaration from our side. A few have also argued that NFT is the fiber and the texture of metaverse, as it will help you to own and rent the real estate and other possessions, right? So as we discussed, NFTs will become the medium of exchange, right? As we have the fiat currency like US dollar, Indian rupees, Kenyan shilling, riyal, and all other kind of currencies that we use, right? So then in metaverse, which is a parallel universe, you remember we talked about that metaverse means beyond universe. So it is a parallel universe which takes inspiration from a physical universe as we live in, but then it's a virtual world. So there the currency will be primarily NFTs, and hence these tokens price is increasing, and that is the reason that this token helps you to own and rent the real estate and other possessions like art and everything else, right? And also the dresses that you want to buy, the jacket that you want to buy, the specs that you want to buy there. So those kind of things you can purchase with NFT. The total value of all NFT sales that took place in 2021 was 23 billion US dollar compared to less than 100 million USD in 2020, according to data published by DAP Tatar. Which means that just look at the interest. So this, I would say, figure should give you a hint that how many people are talking about NFTs, and not only talking, they are actually investing money into NFTs. So they are speculating, they are thinking that metaverse will be big and everybody will be in a virtual world because they can create their own world. So hence, anybody who is not able to achieve a lot of things, or who thinks that they can become very big in metaverse or have money to invest into metaverse, so all kind of people are investing into metaverse to create a better digital future of themselves, have positions into the digital world as well. So that is the reason people are investing into it. Not only celebrities and commoners, even big companies like Walmart has revealed its plan to offer cryptocurrencies and non-fungible tokens or NFTs in a new filing with the US Patent and Trademark Office. You remember I talk about a retail of Amazon. Just imagine that Walmart comes up with a metaverse, or in a metaverse, they open a digital or a virtual store. Anybody, instead of going to the virtual store, what you can do is that you wearing that headset, the VR headset that we talked about, you walk into a Walmart and you purchase product, and what happens is that you purchase everything, you add it to the cart, you have your identity, unique identity into the virtual world as well. You go there, you purchase, you pay by NFTs, and the physical world will get delivered from the nearest Walmart or their partner store to your home, physical to your home. Just imagine. Just imagine that if you're sitting in somewhere and if you want to buy certain things, for example, let's say at places where there is no Walmart, what will happen is that you cannot buy a physical product from Walmart. So what you do is that you buy some digital product from Walmart and you can consume that in the metaverse itself. Consume doesn't mean that you eat it, right? So consume means that, for example, let's say you can buy a shirt for yourself, right? And you can just dress up your avatar like a trendy person, and you can buy spectacles, you can buy watches, you can buy house items, everything from Walmart, right? Just imagine. But then that is for the virtual world, right? But if there is If Walmart is there in your country, maybe nearest to your town, what happens that you purchase something in a virtual world, that the physical items will get delivered from their Walmart store or their partner store to your house. So that, I would say, marrying up of online and offline can also happen in Metaverse. Another big company investing is Microsoft, which has bought Activision Blizzard Incorporation, which is the maker of the Call of Duty and Candy Crush. These are the games, in a deal worth $68.7 billion, partly in an attempt to expand into Metaverse. Microsoft is getting into Metaverse, Walmart is getting into Metaverse, Nike is getting into Metaverse, Facebook is already Meta. So there are many companies which are building, or which are very bullish that this Metaverse will be the future. And if these companies are investing, that means they might be speculating something, maybe a trend, maybe everything could be a fad, that it will not work, but people are investing. People are optimistic about the future, not only individuals, celebrities as well, and now big companies as well, because I'm sure that they are able to see something which probably others will not be able to see. But then people are investing, so let's be very hopeful that there is a future of this. And if you want, and I'm very much happy that you have decided to do this course and understand this before in detail. I would say not only understand that in detail, which means that you can take a better decision in terms of whether to enter into this segment or not. So thank you so much for that. So again, NFTs are the bridge to the metaverse and facilitate identity, community, and social experience in the metaverse. Which means, as I told you, that NFTs is like a bridge. Why? Because it carries your unique identity, similar to, as I told you, that you have a social security number or a national identification number, which is only valid for, say, in your country. But here in metaverse, for example, if you're using a Facebook metaverse, so you can have a unique identity which will kind of recognize you in the entire world wherever Facebook is, right? So you have that unique identity. Even if you go to Facebook, you have a unique account number. That is also kind of a token which has been given to you to uniquely identify you in the entire ecosystem of Facebook. NFTs can offer an open and fair economy in the metaverse. Play to earn or GameFi helps to earn the tokens that can be burned in metaverse. So NFTs can also offer an open and fair economy in the metaverse, which means that anyone can enter. You remember we talked about the golden rules, 7 rules that has to be in the metaverse, which means that anybody can go there. But how can you go there, right? Because when we are talking about NFTs, which requires money, right? So there is something called GameFi as well, which we'll talk about in detail. We have a detailed, I would say, chapter. We have talked about the game fee. It is something like decentralized finance. It is game fee is game finance, where you can earn money to play games. Sounds interesting. And those tokens, whatever you earn by playing games virtually, you can actually use that. So when I say burn, which means that you can use that in the metaverse for certain assets like a dress, like any avatar, or for example, if you're playing a game, you can change the character, you can create your own game, something of that in the metaverse as well. So we'll talk about what is play to earn or gamify, which means, for example, what it is also doing is that people in order to make people experience that metaverse, they are giving them some money, right? So it's not like that you just play a game and you get some money. You have to clear certain rounds, you have to use your brain, you have to use, say, simulations, whatever you do, just like a job, right? We all do some job when we get our salaries. So there you do certain activities, which could be a gaming activity, and you get some coins. You use that coin to experience the metaverse. So that is one of the reasons that how the currency is also getting generated into this virtual world of metaverse. And whatever coin you have, if you have the parallel coin into the fiat currency, you can actually withdraw that currency, the token, into your actual currency, move that to your bank account if your country allows that, and then you can use that in real physical expenditures as well. So again, that is something which NFTs offer currently. And NFT can also be considered as an extension of identity, community, and social experience. The avatars, dress, unique digital identity, proof of ownership, and experience like events. So which means whatever NFT that you earn in metaverse, you can use it for these things. It could be to dress your avatar with branded dresses. So I'm sure the moment this metaverse will go up, when I said that Nike is investing into it, which means that probably say you can have a digital form of Nike shoes as well. So whenever you wear that headset, you will just click on Nike and the store, and the shoe comes say to your leg, and you start playing using Nike. It could also be possibility that Nike, in order to sell the digital I would say avatar of their shoe, what they can do is that whenever you buy any physical shoe at the Nike shop, Nike can say, okay, what we are also doing is that we are also giving you a virtual copy of the shoe which you can wear whenever you visit this metaverse, or Nike calls it Nike Land. So those kind of things can also happen. These are certain, I would say, imagination that I have. But again, this is a new thing. It is limited to your own creativity. So if you can think of more use cases, you can use it. And again, with virtual reality, video games, social media, and crypto, the metaverse and NFT blockchain gaming will become the integral part of Web 3.0 as well. So here we are saying that with virtual reality, video game, social media, and cryptocurrencies, the metaverse and NFT blockchain gaming will become the integral part of Web 3.0. So in Web 3.0, you will find that you can use it to access metaverse and also NFT. So if you understand, so hence I have been reiterating that understanding on NFT is very much important if you want to know, or if you want to explore about metaverse and Web 3.0. And it is also being said that there is a huge potential of real life businesses to go digital if they are exploring this metaverse and Web 3.0 right now, right? There could be a risk that these prices will go up in future as well. So hence everybody is trying to create their own position, they create their own systems before it becomes costly. Or it could also be possible that if more people start using this metaverse and NFTs, the prices will go down. So it could go up and down. Totally depends how the money supply or the demand and supply works in an economy, right? So that's all in this chapter. I'm sure that you would have understood the importance of NFTs and why are we saying that NFT is a texture and fiber of metaverse and Web 3.0. So that's all in this chapter. See you in the next chapter. Till the time, take care and see you there. Thank you.